What is going on, y'all? Happy Monday. We don't get the Monday scaries here because we enjoy what we like to do. Let me see. Do I click on? Yeah, I click on this. Okay. Minimize it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna replay that. Right, close this. Someone asked if I had a good weekend because I saw it come up on T-Wall. Good morning. Was this weekend good? This weekend was amazing actually. I went grocery shopping. I did some jiu-jitsu. I went to the fish store, got some more water. I did a lot of, and I mean a lot of deep diving into just different tech. It was a really chill weekend. Yeah, didn't go out or anything, but like that was like prime time for me. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I haven't had one of these types of weekends in a long time. How are you? How are you? I'm like terrified that I'm not able to see messages right now. Let me keep this open. Okay, no, I definitely can. Good dude, saw mom, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I get my mama time soon. Or, you know, in like a month. I've talked to my dad. I told my dad, does he want to visit my mom with me? He said that he's actually down. And so I was like, whoa. I kind of sent that out just on a whim. But he said he's down. So I think this trip will be extra special. It'll be kind of cool. Robin Hood, nice spike. With volume too. Lots of conviction here. I'm already at the money. I don't know if I can add more risk here. I mean, it's a pretty good day for the stocks that I like. Otherwise, it's pretty 50-50. Wow, AMD with a big spike too. I wonder what just happened. Like, did some data number just come out? Wow, dude. SPY down 0.42%. That's kind of crazy. Looks like it. Honestly, it looks like it could be flipping over after this like attempt for a triple top. You know, like the breakout didn't happen. It's correcting, but I'm sure that this spike is actually what sent everything up. Let me pull out this window. Okay. Nvidia is going up. Nvidia also has earnings November 19th. This one's at 50%. I mean, this one's such a small trade, but it is also far away. It's hard to imagine Nvidia correcting at least a whole bunch from earnings. I think there would have to be something else like that's China related, something that some political figure says. But I don't think Nvidia goes down because of earnings numbers alone, especially with Blackwell sold till 2025. It's just terrifying because a lot of us have traded through April and August of this year, and those were super scary days for Nvidia. Yeah, like here I am thinking about opening more Nvidia, but semis look like this, you know? Like here, let me bring this in a little bit. Like, how am I supposed to feel good when the rest of the market's like that, right? Like, I don't know. Nvidia's definitely diverged. Were you talking about TXI earnings? TXN? No. Or was I? Did they just have earnings today? Was that what happened? Is that today? I don't see it. But I was not talking about TXN or Texas Instruments, but unless if I'm just not understanding or seeing their logo. Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's tomorrow after close. I see. No, I'm talking about Nvidia. Nvidia with their new chip architecture. Blackwell sold through all of next year. I don't think that Nvidia has much room to actually go down. I think honestly that's the meta contrarian play, is thinking that Nvidia will go down. I think even people that are bearish can't make a case for Nvidia to go down. It's just, why would you step in front of that? I don't know. We have UPS also this week. Lockheed Martin, there's some defense here. Today, the only I don't know if SAP is something to look at, but maybe for payroll and stuff, I don't know. Lockheed Martin, General Electric, Texas Instruments, AT&T, Boeing, Vertiv, Tesla, IBM, T-Mobile, QuantumScape, UPS, American Airlines, Skechers, Edwards. Edwards is BYD? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, there's Build Your Dreams electric cars, and there's BYD, which is... Wait, is that true? No, that might be a typo, dude. Edwards stock symbol. It is a typo. That's bad parsing. Right here, it says Edwards. Oh, it does not come up. Edwards, and it says BYD. Oh! It goes, the top one is the, oh, EW. Okay, never mind. Deck. Okay. I never look at the symbol because I already know what the symbols are typically, but I guess this one, yeah, okay. EW, that makes sense. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. Please don't ban me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The earnings is what's scaring. Why is this cut off so hard? The earnings is what's scaring me about Nvidia and semis this week. Are you maxed out with buying power? Okay, let me address the first point. The earnings is what's scaring me about Nvidia and semis this week. Like I've mentioned, I think Nvidia has just already diverged. I think Nvidia is beyond the reasoning of even a typical earnings. This type of action here, right here, let me just illustrate this. Boom. We'll just VRT will just count as flat, okay? Point 3, whatever. But looking at this list of semis, and VRT is just like accessories, okay? It's like a cooling solution. If we look at the rest of the actual semis, Nvidia is the only one that's, of course, right when I say that, AMD flips green. But Nvidia is really the only one that's noticeably green. And this is divergence from the rest of the tickers. I typically don't like when stocks do this because it makes it more unpredictable. Of course, it's better when the stock is green when the rest is red. But there are notable stocks that do this, like Tesla. Tesla on red days, for when the like SPY and QQQ are red, SPY can be or Tesla can be green, and vice versa. Nvidia, we don't quite see the other way around. We don't quite see SPY and QQQ being up and then Nvidia being down. But the fact that when we see SPY and QQQ down and we see Nvidia up, this is pretty good. But it also does mean, again, it's diverging from the rest of the market. Divergence, it could be good or bad. It just depends on really how you look at it. Because again, everyone trades differently. Everyone's got their own style. I typically don't like it, but I've been trading Nvidia for so long. I feel like I can, there's a lot of bias here. I feel like I can read it a little bit better than the average person. Are you maxed out on buying power for the 5K? Wondering if you're gonna add more hood. I'm not maxed out. I have 2.2 left. I can't afford another hood. That would cost me 24. I'm like $100 off. I don't know. I've gone this far without making a deposit. I don't want to make a deposit now. I'm very close. I don't think on a Christmas day like this, I probably won't write anything because this market action feels toppy. It feels like everything's starting to tip over. It's just the strongest stuff is to tip over last. Right? Like I'm not here to sort of like catch the bottom. I don't need to do that. So I'll wait for a more convincing day to put more money in from a smaller account. I feel like when you trade a smaller account, you need to be a little bit more choosy. And some people don't have that filter or that rule, and that's totally okay. You know, you don't have to wait for a stronger conviction day. That's just what I think, and how I view the market. Yeah. That green line looks exactly like my today's account. Yeah, was SPY and QQQ up today in the morning as well? No. I guess, yeah. I think, yeah, there are a lot of stocks that did that same motion. Not QQQ and SPY, though. But there were a few stocks that went up pretty big. We're just churning. Microsoft just continues to go down, man. It's kind of nuts. What seemed to be like a safe haven is just, man, this would be so frustrating to trade. I like Microsoft too, both as a company and the stock. Close this one, close this one. Reddit has finally cooled off a bit as well. I'm gonna take off some, is edit list, is this correct? No. What do I have to do? Click on it? Yeah. I'm gonna clean up some of my stuff. Qualcomm, I don't really want to trade. Palantir, I do. Reddit, I do. Robinhood, I do. Google, I like keeping tabs on it. Ford, nope. Spotify, I don't think I would ever trade Spotify. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it off. Crocs, I'm over Crocs. Tesla, down to always just keep an eye on it. Microsoft, Meta, SPY, QQ, Costco, Shopify. Yeah, I mean, I could add back Spotify. I just feel bad because I'm leaving out Netflix. So we'll keep those two in. Or we'll keep Spotify in and we'll add Netflix because those will be like the, whoa, my god, Netflix is $766. Damn. What the hell? Damn. Whoever came up with that, like the password, don't share your password feature, whoever implemented that and the way they implemented it, dude, I'm sure they're getting a fat bonus. Holy moly. Okay, Jesus Christ. I mean, look at all the times people thought it was gonna go back down. This is vicious. Oh my god. Oh, a lot of this is oh my god, dude. Okay. That's crazy. I only have Netflix because I want to watch the Mike Tyson fight. Dude, I hope that they don't cancel it, man. Also, Michael White, welcome. Good morning. I I don't know if I'll watch it, but I'll watch all the content related to it after. I just don't want it to get canceled. If it hasn't been canceled already, you know. The most convincing play for me today is something with Nvidia, but I think I'm looking for the rest of these to bounce in some meaningful manner. I don't know. I feel like adding on to a winning position on a divergence stake could possibly be bad. Like adding on to a winner when everything else is green feels good. I think I've like trained that muscle now, but I still have yet to do plays like this where adding on to a winner adding on to a winner on days where this is green but the rest of its brothers and sisters are red, you know? That is a muscle I've not trained yet. And I'm willing to figure out, actually, you know? Seems okay. Especially if you listen to my podcast episode for last week. I guess I would consider it last week. I released it Friday. But I talked about this concept of canary trades. So if we are in all-time highs for the market right now, let me drop my coffee. So if the current market looks like this, and you have no idea when the market is going to reverse, fight against the urge to trying and to time the top. So what that means is don't go all cash. You could take profits on the way up, but by no means it means that like you should be trading a lot less. Trade as per usual, but when you're adding on to positions, just be aware that like those newer positions that you add on are maybe possibly signals to take your already existing stuff off the table. So a lot of people, when they see all-time high in SPY, they get scared and they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna stop adding on to new stuff. I'm just gonna manage the stuff I already have right now, or I am going to close my winners now, take a break, and enter when it's trading lower. Chances are, though, that we just hit another all-time high in the next week, because all it takes for another all-time high is just 1 penny higher, right? I mean, and that's going to shift day to day throughout the week, but you guys know what I mean. If you really take the scaries out of the term all-time high, it makes it a little bit easier to trade. So to combat this, I have a solution that I'm coining like the canary trade, right? It's like the idea of you're scared, the market is going up. How do you add on to your portfolio? Like how are you doing this? Mine is dollar cost averaging, okay? Because you can always say dollar cost averaging is a good idea. I think it's like probably one of the more useless statements in like, I don't know, active trading discussion, because we can always be adding to our IRA. We can always be adding to a long portfolio. That stuff is boring and that's supposed to work. But when you're adding onto a more active portfolio, something you're trying to beat the market with, you can throw on like one more trade, or a trade that's maybe like a quarter of the size of something that's already that you already have. Like for example, I have these 5 130 cash secured puts for Nvidia that had a good jump today because Nvidia went up. I can add maybe like 2 or 3 more of these, and then once those start to lose, then I'll know that, hey, maybe I just take the rest of the 130 off the table. Stuff like that. Stuff that allows you to add on, but for like a specific purpose. You add on more trades to not necessarily having the main goal make more, but you're just putting in more money, more of your capital, putting more of it at work, but also getting the signal, which is why I call it like the canary trade. You're adding a trade, seeing if it's doing well, and building that muscle to continue trading the all-time high. It's way better than, oh, I'm just gonna sell everything and wait for it to go down. Like, how many times does that work? You know, you miss out on a lot of good gains by sitting on the sidelines. Don't be afraid of being wrong. San Francisco Bay Area, don't be afraid of being wrong. I'm from the Monterey Bay Area, so I think we know where we are. But yeah, don't be afraid of being wrong. Add trades even when the market is continuing to go up. Just expect it to more or less be a loser, so you could better manage your other trades, but while also adding more as we go up. There's the expectation that it will lose right in the beginning. When you're first training this muscle, the expectation is that it's going to lose. You're like, oh, I can't believe this kid on the internet is telling me to add on to trades as the market's going up. Who would do that? Like, why would you do that? Like, of course the market's going to correct, and I'm going to lose money on this. Last time I'm going to trust strangers on the internet. Okay? But there's another expectation or another outcome where you added that trade and the market continues to go up. And you're like, oh, I get it. Okay. It's starting to make sense now. So you do that enough times and you naturally start adding as the market goes up, and you start to see your yearly returns start to go up because you're able to compound this trade over many months, where the market, again, generally looks like this. The market goes up and to the right. Generally, it goes this way. Yeah, it goes up and to the right this way. But a lot of people try to time it, which is crazy to me. Good morning, Slope. Good morning. We're starting to see Nvidia kind of flip over right now. Okay. A little double toppy. Like, no reason to worry. Okay. So I probably won't be adding on. Not right now, at least. What a weird day. SPY year to date is 23.18. How much? 23. Okay, yeah, I'm beating SPY right now. Today, I'm beating SPY by 1%. Or I guess the better way to phrase it is at least 1%, because I've taken out maybe. Started the year with 300K. I've taken out 30K. I think that's how I do the math. 32. Oh. It really feels like I'm trading to live. I would not recommend this to people. This is it's not as great as you think it is. There's just the overlooming feeling of like, oh, you could just work a 9 to 5 and just slam it into a ETF. That's like probably way better. Flexibility is great though. But you get a lot of flexibility after you're retired. Netflix cashes in on password crackdown, but subscriber exodus looms. Okay, what does looms means? Do they already see? Netflix beat Wall Street expectations on both earnings and revenue and added 35 million paid subscribers year over year, sending shares of streaming giant up in after-hours trading. The company saw roughly a 14% jump in global subscribers. Though subscriber growth has slowed. Following months of strong subscriber growth, largely stemming from its introduction of cheaper ad tier in May and the rollout of its password sharing crackdown, shares hit a record high of 736 last Friday. You know what streaming platform is so predatory? Hulu. Hulu has so many ads, and I cannot believe that my fiance's dad pays for it, because we use it and it's a paid tier and there's ads on that paid tier. Dude, there are like 3 commercials, I swear, like every 5 minutes. It's so unbearable. Like we just don't even watch it. It's so bad. So bad. It's pretty cool. I just don't watch shows. I feel like if I watched shows, I would be all over Netflix stock. But I just don't enjoy non-YouTube. I don't know. I'd rather be like learning something or watching some nerdy documentary or video essay. Let's see. Trying to compound successes has helped my team make better software products. Hell yeah. I have the Black Friday $1 a month Hulu plan. That's cool. Does that have ads on it? I might have to get that this year. Just do it. Last year I bought during the Hulu Cyber Monday deal for $1.99 month tryout. It was like 3-minute ads every 5 minutes. Such a joke. Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It feels so like people pay for this. Like whoever is in charge of that division at Hulu, y'all gotta be ready. Like just own up to the loss and just lose money and just gain more people talking about your product. Because as it is right now, I got nothing but bad things to say about the Hulu platform. There's just no way, dude. There's no way. So bad. No way, no way. I'm about at 50% on this. 50% on this. It might make a lot of sense to take this off the table. I have a lot of buffer to be wrong, though. That's also another thing that I can consider. I think at this point, if I'm at 200 delta, if I'm gonna take stuff off the table, I gotta put stuff on the table. I don't see myself just taking things or winners off. I'd like to stay at this delta. Yeah, it's just tricky because I feel like I'm cognizant of like forcing trades and all this like mental stuff about the market because I just talk about it so frequently on the podcast. I hear my own voice talking about some of the topics that like I like reason through in my head. I'm like, oh right, that's not good. Yep, nope, not that good. It helps. I talk about on the podcast all the time about having a podcast in general has made me like a better trader too. Like being able to verbalize stuff like every week has really made me a better trader. But I can't expect people that have like 9 to 5 jobs that are working hard and don't got time for that to do that as well. Or maybe people that don't take it as seriously as I do. It's just it's just not something I could just like, hey, verbalize this and you'll believe it. Like, there needs to be some intrinsic like motivation there. Like you gotta be like, oh man, yeah, I just got and I'm gonna flip it and turn around. And then you start listening to the podcast just like a little bit more intently. Everyone has their like thing that happens to them where it makes makes them take things more seriously. When I was like trading in 2018, or maybe 2018 or 2017, I had just like lost a big trade on like Blizzard earnings, I think. And then I saw a comment in a Reddit section saying like, imagine an ally savings account doing better than you. And because, you know, if you didn't touch your money in an ally savings account, it just sits there, you're gonna do better than anyone that loses even $1 from the stock market. But imagine losing thousands of dollars in the stock market when someone with just money in his savings account is doing better than you. That was too much. I started learning about selling options, and here we are. Crazy. I'm gonna take these two off the table. Ooh. $132, $340. Very cool. This is essentially just a literally a put debit spread or a put credit spread that I have left. This feels good. I feel like would I rather open a put credit spread right now? That's a tricky question. I don't know. I don't think I mind owning a lot. You know what I should add to this one? SMH. Add to lists. Semis. And then we're going to go to semis. And then we're going to edit or rearrange list. Oh, that's literally rearranging the list. Okay. I thought I was able to reorder these, but maybe I was wrong. Oh, these are filters. Okay. Okay, so now we have the ETF at the bottom. Can I... Dude, I really wish I could rearrange it. Can I click into this? Dang. Okay, it's all good. Yeah, I'll it's not in this window. Let me chill this one. This mix is super good because I think it's some nerd that just creates music and he creates his, whether it's AI generated or not, he creates his own art. Here, I'll just play it in here and then I'll also link it here. And then you can hear double of it for a little bit. Let me take this off. Okay. Is this guy. This guy's pretty cool. And he has this like entire like series of like this penguin going through different journeys depending on the list. Control Freak, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Maybe Nvidia 135. I would like to have a little bit more of a chance to not get a sign. That would be ideal. But dude, it's just run so hot. I don't know what to do. Like 135 is solid if I want to say like, dude, I want to be in, or rather I want to be doing better than everyone that traded end of day Wednesday. That's even like end of day Friday, gonna be honest. Like Friday even reached 135. So really 135 and below is pretty sweet. So selling the 135 might be the greediest I would get. I don't know about these strikes here. 135 says I'm gonna do better than everybody since not last Friday, last Friday, and I think that's pretty cool. And that's at the 50 EMA. That's pretty cool, right? Okay, I think I just talked myself into it. I removed Delta, so I feel like I can just go in with the 5 lot here, and say Nvidia trades green tomorrow. I would more than likely open the 134 if it's at least $350. That's kind of how I'm feeling about Nvidia right now, is that I want to collect at least $400 every time I open something. 350 is like, I think, the lowest I'd go per CSP or per cash secured put. That's also insane because 135 getting 420 gets me all the way down to 131. It's like not bad. I rolled out a week on my 130 instead of rolling up. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, just going up on time. I don't think I've ever done that before. But it sounds good. It just sounds good. Meh, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, dude, come on. This is technically me moving the strike closer to the money, and 5 of them, which is better. I could be just wrong. I have 5 130s. I could I could take these off the table and open 10 of the 135s. That sounds also kind of good. Or I could literally just add. Right now I'm picking between 5 or 10. Not a again, not a huge fan of you could imagine if all semis were green, I would be slamming in 10. But there's this weird divergence that's happening. It's making me kind of rethink. Got back into Micron. Oh no, SMH is on top now. Weird. Okay. Oh, that would feel so bad if I opened 10 and it started going down. I think this is a trade that I feel okay in. Maybe I could be like a little bit more greedy. Open 7. I think 7 is good. I think 7 feels alright. I could sell 3 more in case we start going down. It's more than 5. Gets me almost to 3K. Yeah, and I'll do 7 and not close my 130s. So I will not be taking more delta off the. I'll just be literally adding this. This sounds good. Crazy Taco! Thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. On YouTube. Cool. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. I would close this at minus 50%. So let's just do that. $175. What's 175 divided by 2? 87. 8.87. Does that make sense? I only lose 340? $340. What's 875 divided by 2? Oh, I just can't do math. Okay. Okay. 80.87. Wow. My math skills are disgustingly bad. That is correct. I thought that was like, wow. Yeah, okay. Well, let's not get tilted. So I will just decide to sell it for good till closed. What is GTD? GTD meaning options. Or good till date. No, I'm good. Good till close. All right. Okay, feeling pretty good. We are at even higher delta than today, which feels good. I don't necessarily need to search anywhere else. CrowdStrike is crowd striking. It really likes this like 310 area. Wonder when the new Robinhood UI is gonna roll out. Me too. You know, I wish that I could have gotten an invite. You know what I'm saying? But I can forgive them. You know, I bet the point figure graph on Micron looks insane. You know, I thought it was gonna be bullish, but this isn't necessarily the best best pattern. Golden cross on the on the year to date. That's kind of cool. Death cross happened in July. Got annihilated. But this recent move up, golden cross, seems good. Maybe playing it. Man, that would be horrible if I made another move down. This screams double top, but you know they're meant to be broken. Yeah, this is insane. I think maybe any short-term movement down. I mean, the tip of this candle is literally the ending price of this like 3-day series. That's kind of nuts. One month 50 EMA on the hourly is 107. Trend on the MACD is like down. In the very short term, I think there's room for Micron to go down. Yeah, that's just my tinfoil hat. Again, like anybody can come up with a reason or guess if it's could go up or down. Those are just some of my own reasonings. And I only bring this up because Slow brought it up. Slow, longtime friend and patron. Let's see. Of all my positions, the one with the closest earnings is Robinhood, and that's in 9 days. This little bear trap is kind of nice. This is nice. On the weekly, let me bring this up. So I'm gonna go here. Let me move this upwards. The MACD went down below 0 this morning with a negative crossover, and there's about a positive crossover right now on the weekly. And this looks like I'm reaching for it, but it could be like an ascending triangle somewhere. You know, there's just so many moves that try to make it go above 27. You know, I'm kind of down to play the breakout. If it gets rejected, it gets rejected. I think it's whatever. But I'm kind of down to do something cool. Right? Like, I'm not the only one that it's not that it's basing. That's not, I wouldn't be so bullish if it was basing. It's like, look at all these moves that it tries to make upwards, and it just reminds me of this. I don't quite see the higher low. But maybe honestly, I don't know. Like, this is where bias really starts to click in. This is 2588, 2609, 2659. I mean, this is like textbook ascending triangle. I'm able, if I can see it, I feel like the ones that love this type of stuff can see it. I don't know. It feels like it's very prime. This feels like, you know, when you... I'm trying not to sound arrogant. Like, when you learn more about buying options and how to, like, do them correctly, and that's subjective, of course. I feel like you learn that it's still betting, but you take the good bets. You can still absolutely be wrong, and that's why you never go all in. But I feel like this is a good bet. Now, it doesn't really make much sense to look at this time frame, because I wouldn't be buying anything remotely close to this time range. But like a sharp move, I don't know, it did get rejected here pretty hard. But this is just like I was gonna say it's a lot of volume being consolidated, like lots of buying, lots of selling. But really the volume here is not all that much. Like, being completely honest, like, it's not that much volume. You look at here, this is a really nice pattern. I like this fake out. And then on the 1 month time frame, this would be insane. don't know. I could do something like, if I'm so bullish on it, I could just write another 15 or something. Like if I'm so bullish on it. Oh, dude, this looks good. This looks good. Duh. I'm gonna do it. 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 Oh, okay. I'm doing it because if I don't know, there's two. I'm already doing myself a service and not buying calls. I'm already winning on a very substantial cash secured put position, which will give me buffer in case if I want to exit this batch early. That seems fine. I just have to be willing to lose. December 20. Doubling my current winner on hood. 15 CSPs to 30 CSPs. Okay. And then I mean there are let's see. And then I'm gonna buy I'm just gonna use my capital in my 5K open trades. So nothing incredibly bullish or bearish on hood in the 5K. I just feel like my 2K can grow. My 2K in cash can grow better in hood than it can with the 4.5 APR. Yeah. Again, I didn't do calls in the main, and I didn't write like another CSP in the 5K. It's not like I could anyway, but I feel like this is not terribly irresponsible with the amount of money that I've already made this year. Let's see. Yeah, just I feel like the rest of my cash is better in hood than the 4.5 APR. from Robinhood. Oh, oops, closed it. Peer pressure, do it. So far, I saw that they only gave it to the first 1,000 people to visit the link after the announcement. Oh, okay. Morning, Rogan. Chromie says, shout out to NVIDIA. Yes, big shout outs. In terms of Delta, NVIDIA and Hood are almost the same. Kind of crazy in my portfolio. Semis, stocks, or aka finances, and cybersecurity. I feel like I'm at home. This is I think the portfolio makeup I am definitely into. It feels like I just like dusted my hands, man. Like, I don't know. I'm just very grateful for honestly just how good this year has treated me, and like the people that are close to me. So good. Getting so lucky. I don't know. There are just times during this year in trading where it just felt very clear. It felt scary too. But yeah, I think if you're a listener of the podcast, you made some good bets this year. Because if you really like dug deep, and like really found your thesis of where the market's gonna go and you stuck to it, that's where I think the podcast pays off. Because I don't know, man. I saw a lot of my fair share of like really bearish articles and bearish videos. People sharing like why this can't go higher, why this is such a critical number, and all that stuff. Noise. It's annoying. I think this year Trend is Your Friend has helped me a whole bunch. And it just amazes me how often the simple stuff works. I don't know, man. It's just, yeah. Giggles, what up? Good morning. Shout out to NVIDIA indeed. I need some trade ideas. Haven't looked at new trades for about 2 weeks now. Well, congrats, by the way, not looking at the market for 2 weeks. That's pretty good. You ever look into quantum computing stocks? I have not. I do believe that it's the future. I'm just like not educated on the topic enough to look at the stocks yet. Right now I'm so busy just catching up to AI. There's like no way I'm gonna AI and nuclear and all this new stuff. It's hard to keep up with everything that's going on. I think the trade ideas that I have for you is finding the industries that you want to make up your portfolio and then start from there. Because I think you're too senior for me to just say, hey, look around your room and find stocks of products that you have in your room. You're a little bit beyond that. So I really think that maybe the next step, which is something that's worked for me, if we're like the same level or maybe you're a little bit better, what's worked for me is picking industries that I am very bullish on. And those industries for me is like fintech, aka Robinhood, semis like Nvidia, and then cybersecurity like CrowdStrike, Palo Alto, and SentinelOne. Oh yeah, my EV stocks are all dying. EV or electric vehicles, yeah, they're that's a hard industry to trade. People can make a lot of money, so I never want to say like, oh, you shouldn't be trading those. But it's hard. It's like why fight an uphill battle when so many other industries are doing so good? You know, it's like why do you have to be the hero for all EV stocks? Like just trade EVs when they're hot again. It's okay. You don't gotta buy when it's cheap. Just buy when it's a little bit more expensive, but a little bit more proved out. J Bomb, thank you for the follow. Good morning. Oh, it is 10:17. It is 10:17. I've been trying to commit to ending the stream earlier. I get a little bit more work done throughout the day, and I get a little bit more time with the Discord. So I'm gonna actually cut it here. Just want to thank everyone for stopping by. I'm Joonie. I stream every weekday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. I show all my trades and my portfolio, and I've been doing pretty well this year on my 5K challenge account, and I've been also doing pretty well on my main account here. Thank you for being here. If you want a notification when I go live, drop me a follow. Otherwise, yeah, I'll just see you whenever you're back, if you if you come back. Thanks for being here, guys. It means a lot. You guys make the stream, right? Like I can't imagine myself just doing this without a chat, because that'd be really boring. So thank you for being here. Giggles, thanks for stopping by. Feta, thank you for being here. Chromie, I'll see you tomorrow, brother. Dillo, you're always here. You're always here early too. Slow Mo, love you, brother. Control Freak, later. Slow, yeah, I'll be in the Discord as soon as I click the end stream button. I wish I had your work ethic. I need tips. Dude, no you don't. If you can enjoy life without doing work, I think you have a better... I think just overall you are in a better place. It took me a long time to realize that. And we're reaching like the after hours podcast right now, where I just talk about and rant different things. But people mention to me all the time that they wish they had like my drive. You know, like I feel like I work on my project a lot, and people are always like, "Oh yeah, man, I wish I could just like, you know, work on my own thing like all the time and, you know, make things better." And I'm like, dude, no, it's actually like it's like a curse. Like I wish I could just, again, I alluded to it earlier, I wish I could just watch shows and be content. I feel like that would make me overall baseline happier. But something, maybe when I was growing up, or maybe when I was in college, or maybe when I joined the tech space, like when I did, I have like these weird expectations. You know, like I wish I could just watch a show and veg out and just be cool, man. Like I just don't, I don't have that. It's weird. But maybe it gets solved later down the road. Maybe like after I have kids or something, I like learn to chill out. But yeah, I wouldn't wish this sort of work ethic on anybody else. It's not as cool, definitely. I can work well on my own projects, but I can't stop thinking about them sometimes. But I'm talking about studying too. I hate studying for interviews. Of course, yes, 100%. Yeah. It blows my mind that you can have so much work experience, but if you can't reverse the linked list, you can't get the job. That's like, Oh man, that is like so weird. So weird. Oh, you can't inverse this binary tree? Yeah, you can't get this job where you center divs and change them to blue. Right now I'm studying graphs. I don't know, I have to, I guess. Dude, I don't even know how to traverse a graph. Like I would need to ask ChatGPT right now how to traverse and then look at the toy problem. Like I just know that there's vertices and adjacent nodes. They're not children, they're just adjacent nodes. But that's all I got. Traversing it and then adding a node to an edge, that's, I don't know. Do I do that with a while loop? You know, it's okay. I'm just like so passionate about this topic because I just had this conversation with a real life friend. But like, when are you ever gonna traverse a graph as a front end dev? But also don't ask me how to use Flexbox because I barely know how to do that either. That's hilarious. I feel like I know how to use Flexbox really well now, and I had that same opinion about Flexbox. But maybe I would have the same opinion that I have with Flexbox with data structures if I actually like took time to like get really good at it. But at least Flexbox is like it's like usable, you know? Like I feel like when I learn Flexbox and then I just slam it with Tailwind, I feel like I could like make a front end mock really quick. But you ask me to like reverse a binary tree or like do depth first search, whatever that thing is called. I'm like, what am I doing? What do I need this for? What are you talking about? I've joined I've joined like 2 startups that got acquired by S&P 500 companies. Like I don't need oh my god. It's disgusting. Yeah, just starting off the Monday right, getting the vents out of the way so we can be inspired and be productive after the stream ends. This outro is too real. I can't, dude. Hey, I like talking about tech. You know, I don't get to do that as often anymore because I don't got coworkers. um, so yeah, I'll spend the extra few minutes. Also, it's just kind of like chilling with the regulars, like being real. Like all the people that just like only care about my trades, they leave as soon as the credit screen comes up. But like the people that stay around and keep their tabs open, or I don't know, you know, you guys stay. We can chill out for a little bit. Yeah. Interview prep is annoying. It's very, very annoying. Um, the 3 jobs that I have gotten um, since I've started my tech career, I've never had to do a data structure problem. They've always had interviews where my first one was like design Yelp, you know, the full stack design Yelp. The second one, it was a take-home challenge of like using React and Redux and building a dashboard. That one was pretty cool. And then the third one was designing a game board with JavaScript. Listening to this conversation just started Python XD. Hey, Python is cool. I think Python honestly is probably the most useful language if you're looking to do anything besides web development. Otherwise, I think learning JavaScript with Node is probably better. But yeah, if you're trying to just do math ML, AI. I think Python is amazing. I think PyTorch is like the baseline. You actually got a system design interview. Haven't gotten those yet. That was yeah, that was the last one and my first one. I'm really good at system design. That's my bread and butter. I used to do system design interviews for my last job as the interviewer. I've gotten system design questions for front end roles. Yeah. I mean, if you come in as a full stack developer, it does help that we know that you're able to, if you know how the web client talks to an API. But I don't expect you to know how to vertically or horizontally scale anything. But I get what you mean, though. Is everyone that's left just a dev? Is that what this is? Smashing my head against a Python Flask apps SSL certificates right meow. That's so funny. You know, I feel like Next.js and the JavaScript community has those self-signed certs just like baked into their pipeline now, so you don't gotta worry about anything like that. If I had to self-sign a cert, well, I mean, there's ChatGPT now. I feel like I could do anything, but I would look so dumb if I had to do that in person and then like not able to ask Google or ChatGPT. I don't think I've maybe like one or two, like two maximum, but I don't think I've ever solved more than two, and two being generous, more than two medium questions on LeetCode. I think the hard questions on LeetCode are borderline impossible for me. And mediums, a lot of mediums are hard. A lot of easy ones are hard for me. But the general sort of advice I see going around the most is every single problem is going to be extremely different, right? Like, I think LeetCode excels in giving you different types of problems, and that's supposed to be a good thing. You wouldn't want to like reverse a linked list multiple times to be able to solve that one question with that just one sole answer. So what it does is it teaches you these different patterns and algorithms that you just have like in your pocket, and you combine these different algorithms to then solve harder and harder problems. And after I started seeing it like that, it's been easier. It's like, what is my pocket way of iterating through an object? What is my pocket way of traversing through a linked list? There is just some syntax and some loops that you're just going to have to memorize. And that's what I dislike about it. Because like whenever I need like a flashcard or be able to look up something, when that brain space could be used for like literally anything else, that's where it starts feeling bad. But seeing it from that perspective has helped me a lot. Anyway, yeah, thanks for being here. That was a good powwow on interviews. Good luck. If right now the job market kind of sucks. No cap. The job market is still pretty cold. I haven't heard of any friends switch jobs or get laid off though. But the friends I have helped get jobs, they're all still there, all four of them. And I haven't had any other friends reach out, help for more. So, you know, maybe layoffs have cooled down, but job market is still kind of cold. Good luck on your technical interview. You're gonna kill it. Make sure to manifest it. You know, say that you're gonna do well. Not in the chat, but like, you know, like verbalize it. Like actually say it out loud, and then you give it a chance. You're giving it a chance to happen. And I'll be right here. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys later.